guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to a project share for Decorate Your Life. Today we are working in the Shabby Beautiful Christmas, and I am currently figuring out what I'm going to cover with what. So actually, I'm going to pull out another piece. And I suppose we could use, what do we got here? We could use this one. And this one. Yeah, because we're going to put this in the center. Okay, so there should have been, I think, one more of these. I thought I pulled out 4 sheets. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to figure out which pieces go where and start from there. All right, now this is only going to have 4 sheets of paper. So the first thing we're going to do is measure. All right, so this is going to fit inside of here as our journaling pages, and I don't want it to go all the way to the end, so we're going to come into here. All right, that's the first thing we're going to do. All right, now while I'm preparing our pages, I will tell you about all the wonderful things. I need my pad for Decorate Your Life. You hop over to her web store, you use my discount code Rhonda15, and you're going to get 15% off your checkout. Okay? Off your cart at checkout. Next thing, that coupon works with her sales. Next thing is if you sign up for her go this way. No, this way. Yeah. No, this way. Sign up for her weekly I don't know if it's a weekly newsletter or a monthly newsletter, but she's got a newsletter. And by signing up to that newsletter, you are notified when she has a sale. And right now, besides her already awesome prices she's offering, I think it's a Black Friday sale. Don't quote me. But if you go to her channel, you're not going to miss the sale. Okay, so long page, short page. Okay, we want long page, short page, long page, short page, long page. So this one goes here. Just like that. Get this one tucked down in. Okay. We are making a journal, mini journal. Pocket page, I guess that's what you'd call it. And then this one will be long. This one will be long. And then I'll cut the bottoms so that they match the top. And then we'll put our edge stuff on there. So that being said, I think this part's done. I just need to trim the bottom and make sure it still fits. It's going to be over here. Oh, we're golden. All right, now let me mark which one I want to cut at, which will be this one, just above that one. All right. Hang tight, guys. I'll be right back. So it goes without saying, guys, I got this upside down or inside out, and Not a big deal though, because it's going to close. This will just be the closure. So it really doesn't matter. Now then, I could go with the green and then put our signatures in. Or I could go with this gold. I could go with the gold. Against that gray. I could go with this color. Let's look at this one. Let's look at this one. I think this one's going to be nice. Yeah, I think I like this one. Almost doesn't show though, you know. Okay, so we're going to look again. We could even go with this pink. I don't know why, but I really like that green. I think that green against that gray would look really nice too. Yeah, we're going to go with the green. Executive decision. All right, so when we come back, I'll explain everything to you, and then we'll call it good. See you in just a second. All right, guys, we're putting our little journalette and our card holder together. This is our cover, and I put the pieces on, and that's the lid to that envelope, you know, the closure. Okay, and then so this will be the top. This will be the inside. Okay, it's going to close like that. So this is our back piece. All right, and then it'll open, right? This will be covered. This will be covered, and we're going to have a journal, little small, one signature right here. So for this, I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to pull this piece out, but I'm not going to move the position of it, so I know exactly where it goes. This piece I'm going to flip over, and we are going to glue it exactly the way we did that first time. We're just going to have it come over slightly so that we know it fits. And then we're going to glue. We're going to glue this one. And I was thinking, should I make this its own page, or should I put this in the belly band of that one page we'd already done? So I wasn't sure. I'm still not sure. And I might. Okay, so this one goes here. All right, we're going to cut. And we're going to do that same process. We do not have to glue the inside of this one because this is a pocket. Perfect. Okay. Now then, this is our closure. That's our inside, closure, backside. Now I got to cover this with something that goes right this way. I could do that, but that sure is kind of a, like, where does it stop? Where does it start? Kind of a a thing. We don't want it to be a thing. I could use this one. It's kind of dark. I could use this one. I could. That one's nice. That'll work. Yeah, I like. Then we're going to glue this right up to that edge, and then this one right up to that edge. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start putting my glue on. And I think I'm going to put lace on the inside where our signature goes, only because it'll kind of reinforce it, and then it'll give it a little cheer. Okay. We're going to go here to there. Just like that. I like. But I really think I am going to put lace. I'll leave that right there. I am going to put a strip of lace here. Just don't know which one. Should I put this one? Take the wire out. That's my pocket. That's my pocket, so I don't want any on the pocket. That's the thing. It would have to stay on this side, and that wouldn't do us much good, would it? So, no ribbon. No ribbon, but I do think I want to do a strengthener, like a strip of washi tape, just to make sure. Use that one, it's a little wider, just to make sure we're reinforced along here. Just like that. We'll let that dry. And then we know our pocket's good and our paper is good. So we'll go in here. Yeah, see, now I like knowing this thing is solid. Now we're going to trim this side. I know it's a long ways to finish, isn't it, guys? But we got it. We'll have it. And then we're going to trim it up. I just want to get it made. Show you how this works. Now, I think the lace might look nice on that top, if I ain't sadly mistaken. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Then that's our cover. That's our pocket. This is, oh, it goes this way. Get it right, Rhonda. It goes this way. Just like that. There we go. Right, now this is going to come down. And we're going to glue this. Nicely done. Here. We're getting there, guys, I promise. Watching the glue come down is worse than watching the paint dry, isn't it? And who has time to watch the paint dry? Especially when we're hoping for rain. Not rain, snow. I'm hoping for snow. Okay. Now let's see if I messed this up again. No, I did not. Yay, I'm on the right track. Okay. All right, so this is the opening and closing, and this is our little journal. And we're not going to worry about this because, quite honestly, now I can add the lace. Take that wire out. See, that can cover our little booklet and give us some stability. Do I want the gold? Do I want the gold? Yeah, we got gold and silver here. Gold and silver and gray. I do. Yes, I do want that. And then I'll cover this, cover that, and then put my ribbon down. Yeah, I do want this. Okay, so this is for this side. Do I have 2 of these left? Do I have 2 of those left? The champagnes? I hope I have 2 of the champagnes left. Yes, I do. One on that side and one on that side. We're good to go. We're golden, guys. We're golden. Always golden, right? Now I think I can just cut this one at not quite 5.5. Just under 5.5. And it should fit right there by 7.25. Yeah, 7.25 by, what am I doing here? This is 7.25 by 5.25. So it's going to be 5.25 by 7.25. 5.25 by 7.25. Yes. All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, grand finale. I am still waiting for the glue to dry on these 2 pieces, and I may put those. I'll trim those up here, or like clamp them down here in just a few. But I want to show you how it turned out. So we've got our opening. Whoops, sorry. Let's bring this down a little bit. We've got our opening, and then we've got our journaling space here. Let that dry too. That keeps sticking. So we got our short and long pages trimmed out. They're really pretty trim. Then we've got our green lace there, our green lace there. And what I am going to do, just because I know this needs help, we're going to clamp this. We got a pocket on the outside, on the back side, and I'll show that to you in just a second. We're going to clamp this. We're going to let me just bring it this way. Bring it this way. That will keep that from landing where it shouldn't. And then we've got this piece and this piece that I need to work down, or I might just, you know what I might just do is fold them over. Yeah, we'll just fold those over. Let them dry natural. So that's our, and then we got a pocket here. Let me show you guys the pocket where you can stick, this isn't the Christmas card that will go in there, but it is, you can stick a Christmas card right there. And then you have your journaling space here. And if you wanted, you could add a pocket here or a pocket here. I'm not. I'm just going to let this dry naturally. And then I'm going to show you what page it goes on. And it's going to go on our, let me get the rest of my journal. I wondered where my other paper went, and there it was. It's going to go here. See, I had those. It's going to go, I wanted one of these real pretty pink ones. Here. And then we have to make a belly band for this one as well. And I'm thinking I might go with the green, right? And then put a gold in the middle. That is exactly what I'm going to do. But I'm going to stitch this. And we will see that most likely next weekend. I think this should work. I will work on that. Yeah, that should do it right there. Might have made it a little longer, but I don't think I needed. I'll bring that out because I want to cut that nice. Yeah, I don't think I needed to at all. It's going to go right here. Perfect. And this one will get glued inside of that one, just like that. And then I think I'll come in and I'll stamp. Yeah, I'm going to work on this one. And so next week we'll finish this one up and do another one. Does that sound like a plan to you guys? And so then when this is dry, it'll fit right here. Yep, that's what we're doing, guys. All right. I want to say thank you for everybody that's joined me for my project share today. I really like that. So it's going to look like this. And then I'll put some Christmas stamps on there and emboss it. Yes, that's what we're going to do. All right, so next weekend we should get this one and one more, and then we'll do a final flip through, and this will be a done project. All right, guys, thank you so much for hopping on and staying with me, and I appreciate all of you. I'm just wondering if that wouldn't look good all layered up like that. Bring that down. You know, no, I like this one. All right, so I'm going to get these two pieced together and embossed, and then we'll get those glued down, and we'll do something else next week. But that's it. That's it for this Saturday, guys. I'll see you next week. Have a great rest of your week, and thank you for coming along.